What's up, YouTube? So, can Donald Trump win the 2020 presidential election and serve a second term as president of these United States? Let's talk about it. Okay, guys, so let's jump into this pig pen here real quick. I had a subscriber ask me or email me and ask me if Donald Trump was going to win the presidential election here in November. And the short answer is I don't know. Because according to the polls, they have Biden up by 8 points. Okay, I believe Biden right now is at 52 and Donald Trump is at 44. It's not looking good for Donald Trump. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say Joe Biden. Joe Biden who? The polls sucked last time. The polls were wrong last time and Hillary Clinton lost and Donald Trump won. I understand that. But here's something, there's two different factors you got to consider right now. First, everybody is going to vote this time. Everybody? Everybody's going to vote. Okay? Because the fate of this nation is in the balance right now. You're either going to swerve far left into socialism, or you're going to end up with another 4 years of Trump conservatism. All right? This is a big election, man. This is the pinnacle of elections. Probably the most important election of my lifetime, actually. But anyways, that's the first thing to consider. Everybody's going to vote this time. Nobody's going to sit at home. Nobody's going to be fooled by the polls this time. Nobody's going to be like, I don't have to vote. You know, Joe Biden's got it in the bag. I looked at the polls. I can just sit at home and play Nintendo or freaking Xbox or whatever. Okay, that's not going to happen this time. Another thing to consider is mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots are going to be a game changer this time. It's not going to work in the Republicans' favor, okay? There's three things that are going to happen with mail-in ballots. One, people are going to mail in their mail-in ballots. The people that otherwise didn't want to stand in line to go vote and do all this other stuff and the hassle of going out and voting, they're just being lazy and don't want to do their duty, they're going to have an easier alternative and they're going to participate with these mail-in ballots. All right. Number two, a lot of parents, a lot of voters that live at home with their parents that otherwise wouldn't vote because they're too lazy, their parents are going to fill out their ballots, okay? These are mostly liberals. They're going to fill out their ballots and they're going to fill out their children's ballots as well. And their children are going to vote whether they knew they voted or not. Three, fraud. Fraud is going to happen. There's no ins, ands, ifs, or buts about it. It's going to happen. I already have a friend that got a ballot in the mail that wasn't even his name. Or it wasn't even his name, but it came to his address. That's going to take away from a lot of the credence of this mail-in ballot stuff. It's not legitimate. And that's going to be a problem. And it's going to start a problem if Donald Trump doesn't win, because everybody's going to bring that up. That's going to be a fighting issue. It's going to be a big issue. Okay. Now that's two things that's going on in regards of voting. All right. Here's another thing to consider. Trump's base is probably wavering a little bit. I mean, have you looked at Ann Coulter's tweets lately? She's mad. She's upset with Donald Trump. She thinks that she got cheated. That she voted him in and supported him and he didn't do anything he was supposed to do. Now the base, like I said, might be wavering. There's this one topic with the riots, the vandalism, the looting, the disorder, okay? I think Trump thinks this is working in his advantage, that people are going to cry out for a law and order president. Whether he's a law and order president or not is irrelevant. Okay? Because look at his competition. You have Joe Biden, this feeble old guy that's got early dementia. He's the alternative. Does anybody really out there think that that Joe Biden is going to take a hard line on these riots and looters? No. In fact, I don't think Joe Biden's going to do anything when he gets into office. I think he's going to be rode like a freaking donkey by these socialists, and these socialists are going to take over, and he's going to do whatever they want. I think he's going to bend over for them and take it. And these socialists are just going to run amok. All right? So anyways, this can work in his favor. The riots, people are going to call out, we want law, we want order, Trump's your guy, and that could work in his favor. However, there's a lot of his base that are upset that it took him too long to do anything. He ended up here just recently making like a really harsh punishments for defacing murals and defacing statues and stuff. I believe it's like a 10-year minimum. It's a big deal. He really throwing the book at these people that do this these heinous acts to these statues and stuff. Also, he labeled Antifa as a terrorist organization. These are good things, okay? But most of his base is like, hey, bro, what took you so long? Where have you been? Where the heck have you been, man? Why'd you let it get so bad? All right? And if he's doing this strictly to get himself reelected because people are going to want a law and order president, that's putting your reelection above the well-being and safety of the American citizen. And that's a bad deal. A lot of his base are upset about that. Another thing his base is upset about is this wall. He didn't build the wall. I mean, he built like a little section of it, but we didn't get what we were promised. We were promised a freaking wall. And this really makes me upset because there is an influx of illegal immigration and legal immigration into the United States. And what it's doing is it's flooding the labor market and suppressing the working man's wages. All right? It's not fair that the United States citizen, the working man, has to compete with somebody who's not even here, that's not even from here, that doesn't pay taxes, and will work for next to nothing because of it. It's not right. It's not just. It's not fair. Okay, my daddy went to World War II, or my great-grandfather went to World War II. He fought for this place. I have relatives. Every one of my relatives have been in the military. We fought. We bled. Me, myself, I'm a veteran. Okay, we fought and we bled for this nation. And this is what we get. We get our wages suppressed by illegal immigration and even legal immigration. What they need to do is they need to stop all immigration except legal immigration from we just need doctors, we need doctors, engineers, scientists. That stuff we can use. But don't bring in a bunch of construction workers taking money and food out of our kids' mouths. And Donald Trump was supposed to stop this via a border wall. He should have built the border wall. Mexico could have paid for it. You know how? It's easy. I'm not even a smart businessman. I know how. Just stop all humanitarian aid to Mexico and put that towards the wall until it's paid off. Easy. Easy. And the first 2 years he could have had it done because he had the House and the Senate. The guy could have had it done. He didn't do it. Okay? Trump didn't do it. I'm not trying to discourage people from voting for him, but Trump did not do it. Okay? And a lot of his base are upset about that because we're tired of our labor market being flooded by illegal labor. It's just not right. The Fed chairman was doing a Senate hearing a couple of months ago, and he was saying that wages aren't going up. Well, no crap, it's not going up. And he blamed because unionization is going out the window. That's not true. It's because you have all this illegal immigration, and what they're doing is they're flooding the labor market and suppressing our wages. Leftists are like, well, we'll just make a mandatory minimum wage. That ain't going to freaking fly. What it's going to do is it's going to hurt the small business. Big corporations, they don't care. They're probably lobbying for it because they want to kill off their competition, which is small business. It's not very hard. It's not very hard to see what's going on here. Illegal immigration is never going to get stopped because liberals like the voter base. Conservatives like the cheap labor. That equals never going to get fixed. And that's going to work against Trump too. Trump has done some good things. Trump has pretty much killed the ISIS caliphate over in the Middle East. I didn't like that he left out the Kurds. Screwed over the Kurds. Seeing that they've been our loyal ally the whole time this stuff has been going on, and he pretty much let Turkey run over them and pretty much slaughter them. I didn't like that. I like that I like that he's tough on China. China's been our enemy for a long time. And what I'm scared of is I'm scared of this division that's in the United States where we're fighting each other. There was a mass shooting in Louisville, Kentucky the other night. 2 people dead. It was a horrifying video. Man bled out on camera. It was horrible. Dude opened fire on a group of Black Lives Matter people. This can initiate a civil war and an unrest that could be an opportunity for the Chinese over there to get involved. And it's not kosher. It's not good. I want a free America. I want America that's untouched by communist Chinese and socialists. I don't want that. I love America. But this is becoming a problem. And I believe that Trump loves America. But, he needs to handle business. He needs to do what he said he was going to do. The other night on Hannity asked him a simple question. Hey, man, what's your priorities the second term? Trump didn't have an answer. That's not working good for you, Trump. You need to fix it. You need to be. Nobody in his campaign said, "Hey, this might come up. We need to have a presentation or some talking points as far as what we plan to do our next term." Nobody in his campaign said, "Hey, man, we need to cover this base." No. Instead, he started talking about experience in Washington, how he's made friends, and how he drove in the limousine. He hadn't been to Washington too long before that. Anybody has seen it, go look it up. It was kind of embarrassing. I want the guy to win. I'm going to vote for the guy. But you need to do something about these holes in your game, man. And another thing, the other day, he sit there and he tweeted out a video with a white guy with his hand raised in the air, and he started saying some racial stuff, and Trump tweeted it. All right? Conservatives aren't talking about this stuff, but this is a problem. Another thing with the 75-year-old guy that got pushed in that city, Trump tweeted out and said he was an actor. Are you freaking kidding me? What, he have a ketchup packet taped to the back of his head? Are you out of your mind? The man was pushed, and he tripped and he fell backwards. I don't care if he was an actor or not. He shouldn't have been pushed. He was a feeble old guy, kind of like Joe Biden. It was just ridiculous. But these are the things that are going to hurt Trump. I want him to win. I'm going to vote for him. I think he can win. But dude, you got to pull it together, man. I like you. You're funny as hell. I like you. But you got to pull yourself together, man. You got to start making some leeway. And I'll tell you another thing that's working against Trump right now is Biden's not on the air. He's in a basement somewhere with a mask on. He's doing like these stupid little mock-up interviews, man. And he needs to be on the trail because the guy gaffes every time he speaks. At least Trump's kind of sharp. Okay? At least he's sharp. Joe Biden is, man, I just don't want to see. The thing is like whoever's his VP pick, and I think it's going to be like Kamala Harris or that other chick from North Carolina. I'm telling you right now, those two, they're not good. They're not good people. I can sense it. I listen to them talk. They're just not good people, man. We need to win this. Trump needs to win this stuff, and I hope that he does. But he's got to pull himself together. Anyways, guys. Hit the subscribe button below. Give me a like. Comment down the comments below. If you want to email me, give me your suggestions, ask me questions. Links in the description below as well, my email. Podcast's on the way. It's taking a little bit longer than anticipated. Donate to my Patreon if you want to get the ball rolling a little bit quicker. Man, I certainly do enjoy hearing from you guys in the comment section. I like talking to you guys. I appreciate everyone that's supported me, everybody that's watching. God bless you guys, and God bless your families. Peace.